Five, four. Okay. Let's go. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Another K Factor production.
Beat money.
Indeed, indeed. K Factor is in the house.
Beat
73 degrees here on a clear evening. Here on the Gulf Coast. Pensacola, Florida is where I reside.
money.
My name is Kaazon, and I'm in charge of the K Factor. Indeed. Come one, come all. Come on in. On a serious note, if you have any questions or concerns, you can always reach me at kaazon@gmail.com. To support this channel, you know the usual. Cigar, cup of coffee, cup of tea, all of that. KaazonSr, followed by the $, by CashApp. I'll have a Zelle pretty soon here. Sit back, relax, but also get involved. I see you in the house, Nene and Nene. That's like 3 of us. Hell yeah. Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976. This content is used for purposes such as criticism, comments, news, reporting, teaching, scholarship, or research. Fair use is a use permitted by the copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. All rights belong to their respective owners. And that's the truth of it. Shout out to phone calls from prison, Shay, and hubby. Indeed.
Beat money.
Shout out to Sylvia. Peace and goodwill to Sister Shirley. The Strawberry. Shout out to Nesto. And shout out to me to give it some balance. So they won't think all of us walking around here act, talk, walk, think under like Nesto. Indeed. I forgot to throw that part in there. I don't want to use the word S-H-O-T to Sonya. Because I don't want to put that on me, mines, or none of us. But Sonya, I want you to consider coming to sit in the chair. I won't be as hard on you as you think. Come sit in the chair. I think we need to talk about it. And bring your sister girl, Sylvia, too. Although I think well, never mind. about time to get to work, though. It really is. I love doing it like this, though. Let's do it. Let's mix it. Let's mix it.
Other than a charge, an accusation.
Sonya, look, I'm gonna stay away from saying anything about bloggers. Okay, don't say nothing about no bloggers because
I mean that's where it came
Need
from.
money.
Because just to say he was charged, you know, why did it get to where it was at? It was because bloggers got on and they start talking like they knew.
But also, you gotta also blame
Need
you too,
money.
because you was running your mouth.
Blame me for what?
Another K Factor production. Let's get ready to get started. It look like it's three of us here. Me, Nay Nay, and Nene. I ain't even gonna say that 336. If you gave that to Sonya right there and said, yo, Sonya, what's 3 plus 3? She'll stutter for a minute. She can get up to 3 though. I'm gonna do an all-out 3 on Sonya. Y'all gonna be like, K Factor, you be listening too hard and pay attention and don't really miss nothing. And don't.
Beat money. Beat money.
No, serious. When y'all was getting onto that girl about them edges, check it out. I took cosmetology back in maybe 7th, 8th grade. I just went up in there because all the sisters was up in there. No, seriously, it was a rotating every 6 weeks. But yes, sir, you had to touch on all of them, auto mechanics, cosmetology, brick masonry, so on and so forth. You don't miss a thing neither, Nay. Me, boy, I'm telling you, boy, I be catching things I don't even bring up, make a clip or copy for at all. But here we are. My name is Kaazon. I am the one that's in charge of the K Factor. Got me some rest yesterday. When I say, for a minute there, I didn't think I had a pulse. I already told you I haven't went to sleep since 1975. Yeah, 1975. And no, I wasn't born in 75. I was born before 75. I stand on that. I take naps. Yesterday, here lies the K Factor. All seriousness, let me see. Any house cleaning I need to do? Of course, hit the like button when you come in. Subscribe if you haven't. You know that y'all know the introduction. What's up there? Sonya be spraying her edges on. Do she now? I'm not even too for sure. I'm telling you, it is crazy of some of the things women do to make themselves presentable that men don't never. We don't never. We've never been in the bathroom. Hey, guy. Hey, dude. You see old girl over there with the edges? What about? Let me see. Where's she at? He's like, oh, never in my life. Hey, man. You see the girl at the table? What you with the pretty fingernails? No. But anyway, no pulse means you are unalive. Listen, I know. Hey, listen. I went to Do you understand me? It has been some long 2 weeks. I always try to make it up though. Y'all went back to back. We went Thursday and Friday, or was it Friday and Saturday? Or did we do Thursday, Friday, and Saturday? Either or, we went some back to back. You know what I'm saying? All right, this is what I have coming up. You read the title. Let me see here. 4 viewers plus me. It's time to get to work, fam. So let's do it. All right. Throw my Zon screen up there. Y'all groove with me for about 40 seconds.
Beat
Yeah.
Yeah, I see that it will. Yeah, but that's still fucking ridiculous.
Beat
That's still
money.
untouchable. It's supposed to be $20,000. What are you talking about? And you could see they did things so that it kind of wouldn't backfire on them in the hope that they don't go to trial with that CP case. But at the same time, to the obvious person, why would you put dates that he possessed it while he was in jail?
Hold up. Hold up.
You didn't
Hold
put the
up.
correct date.
Hold up. Hold up. Hold on, Nesto. A man, Nay, you said you can't burn the candle at both ends. Who you telling? What? Look, Nay, and Nene. I don't know if I'm talking to one of y'all or both of y'all. I'm so bad. Hold on 1 second. Gracious the mighty. Hold on. I'm so bad. Me? I could start a fight in an empty room. You're thinking 6 of us in there. Ain't nobody in there but me. I even got in a fight in an empty room one time. Don't tell nobody now. I effed around and lost. Empty room. So now, I don't know about I can't light or burn a candle on both sides. I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll light them on both ends and yeet yeet. That's YEEK times 2. If you know, you know. If you don't, hey, contact somebody that is truly dead up 100 from the ATL, and they have to be at least 47. 47 to, let's do 48, 49. ATL, hardcore, 90s, real freak Nick, the real one. Ask Nesto. Oh, no, never mind. I think he was, never mind. You know what? I shouldn't even said that. I was finna say ask Nesto, but he ain't never brung it up. I think he was going away at the time. Let me see how many. While I got you in here, Nene, on a more serious note. Yeah, I
see that it was lower.
Yeah.
That's still fucking ridiculous.
Where do y'all think we ought to go from here? I wished I could have really kind of planned this and had Mo. I wonder what has came of Seceding 222. I haven't seen Seceding 222 in a long, long time. When I get used to seeing somebody and I don't see them no more, I really start thinking. Give me Sweet, give me MZ, of course, Dr. Clark, Nesto, Shackles of Shave, I think it is. The Browns Chronicle. I haven't seen him in a minute. I have not. Anyhow, you got that girl, Isis, Black Doll, I think her name is. Some more come to me. I don't want to jump over there on my notes. Let's talk. Of course, let's talk. I want to gather y'all up here because let me tell you what's happening. What looks like is happening. I am not a master of the charges or the latest motions or whatever that has came out. Like others, and I do love listening to the sister. I think Sisters Pam Esquire gave a wonderful class. I think I caught it this morning. And my girl, I cannot believe I'll be giving these shots out and forget my girl. And I know she a Virgo like me. Real talk bougie. And we had a nice little dialogue maybe 2 or 3 months ago. I have not kept up my end of the bargain because I kept getting her kind of mixed in with someone else. But putting that to the side though, where do you think we should go? I have an idea. I'm gonna kind of tap on it tonight. We're gonna see if Sonya talked about the charges. We're gonna go through and let Nesto try to explain what he thinks about the call. We need new calls. You're talking about for the K factor in general, or in general, like from phone calls from prison. You know, I do have a couple of clips from the calls that dropped out. One dropped, I think, 48 hours ago, and I think the other one dropped yesterday. For me, those are precious calls because as this thing starts kind of getting a little bit of motion, if I heard and understand correctly, I shouldn't even say this because I'm not even too clear on what I heard. Question. I saw a court hearing on Nesto. Judge stated, hearing judge said he can't be around felons. Oh, you know what? Let's talk. I should have started from the bottom. You know, one thing about doing these shows, us bloggers, you call us floggers or whatever the going name is. At least for myself, I'll even say this for Sylvia. I'm gonna say this for Sylvia. B. Lenora, Nyla, Real Talk Bougie in a whole nother lane. It's like, get out the Real Talk Bougie be like, every Real Talk Bougie. Yeah, Real Talk Bougie be on Real Talk. On a serious note, though, some of us with college degrees in certain areas, some of us that have had an interest in law, I'm one of them. My wife actually obtained the degree that Sonya actually was trying to get. That's her smaller one. She has her bachelor's in another study. And if she plays with it just right, knowing her, I've been with the woman 26 years now, knowing her, she probably can't wait to combine them two bodies of knowledge. You know what I'm saying? For her own thing someday. With that being said, I'm still on the subject of your question right there. I didn't want to bring it up. Let me get straight to my point. The point that I'm trying to make is I wanted to say that so long ago, and there's a couple of things I be wanting to say. that I've heard them mention, and I didn't hear them mention the other part. Therefore, I have the right to assume that they didn't take care of that neither. Therefore, on certain subject matters, and again, I wish like hell I could cover both of them, but not that my feelings was hurt, because the person that emailed me and told me to separate the entertainment from the knowledge channel, although it was a little bit of a gut hitter now. Or you want me to lie? You want me to be like the other bloggers? Oh, I ain't care about that shit. I ain't all right studying. I do what I want to do. That would be the lie. The truth is, it hit me in my gut a little bit. Because I really wanted to balance both of them right here. But they right, though. The vast majority of people that pull up here, pull up to hear my take. Shout out the phone call from prison for Shay and hubby for even putting this dangerous material. I thought long and hard. I emailed phone calls from prison this morning too for a request. I want to get y'all that September the 19th, 2023 call. I want to go up in that mug and be like a surgeon. Let me end that question from Let's Talk. Let's Talk. Yes. And the question is, he can't be around felons. Let me say this. Even though it's not really a practical law, sometimes you can have a law that's out there that, I mean, like, seriously, how many people got jaywalking, I mean, how many people pick up a jaywalking card? But now, if they wanted to, or better yet, check this out. Let me tell you something Georgia don't play. I repeat, let me talk. I'm finna, well, it could go for either party, but mainly the men, even though it could go for the women. Let me tell you something Georgia don't play. That's why that still had to be, and Shirley was saving his little narrow ass head ass. So you said, go ahead and tell you what Georgia don't play. I'm gonna go ahead and tell you that. You sure you don't want me to do hit the like button game like Sylvia? Abandonment. Men, brothers, and maybe to a sister. You decide you mad. You get up, walk out that house. Okay. Put it where you can visualize it. Say less. Nesto living in the house with Shirley, sweeping the yard. That's his wife. Things on the barbecue grill, mowing the yard. He hubby. Playing with the grandkids, his and hers, out there in the yard. That's Monday. On Tuesday, he decide, hey, I like Sonya. I'm finna leave up out of Shirley house. I ain't finna say shit. I'm finna get up, leave out this house, and I'm going to get up in that goddamn tin can with goddamn Sonya. And I'm finna ride out, bump it. Shirley can get up and go down to that police station after she checked the morgue. After I'm finna get the comments in 1 second, Phoenix. You know I ain't gonna leave you out there hanging. Give me 1 second. She gonna check the jail, and then Lamont hit her up. Hey, yeah, Nesto said, man, he tired playing that grandpa husband with you and them ugly ass goddamn. You know what I mean? I'm finna. He said he out of here. He finna go in that ice cream truck and hang out with old girl. He leaving. Remember, that's Tuesday, right? On Wednesday, Nesto ass can go to jail. I said go to jail. State of Georgia call that abandonment. The penal code, I do not know off the top of my head because I don't live in Georgia. And two, I ain't doing that. Just something to put under your hat in case you decide you want to move to Georgia. Abandonment. There'd be a lot of things. Let's talk. Let me not say a lot, but there's been quite a few things that, and I know other bloggers too have almost went down that road. Because I mean, yeah, this is kind of entertainment. It does have my curiosity up a little bit because these folks are a little bit older than me. So I'm trying to, not trying. No, I shouldn't have said trying. I don't have to try. I'm thinking back. I could just pick an age. So when I was 13, Sonya would have been 18. What would her conversation been if she'd have been on the front porch doing my little sister's hair? And she's spitting whatever she would have been spitting at 18. I know what she was doing in her 20s because she said so. Dee Dee of Phoenix said, "Hello, all. I'm listening while doing homework." Oh shit, what we working on? May I just say Dee Dee Phoenix? Wait a minute, I kind of like, wait a minute, see, Dee Dee Phonics? I could break that down a couple of ways. Anyway, Dee Dee said Shirley really loved him, but Nesto was so awful. He just used her. I'm gonna say yes. Shirley had some love for him. Yeah, you know what, Phoenix? Yes, she did. Um, and how I'm willing to run that test on my own self is the fact that, and I hate to say this because that's my girl now. I mean, but being in my 50s, I done seen it a lot. Hey, Nesto, handy girl. She fell for something that she failed the test of mine. Matter of fact, in them, I guess they done decided to call themselves YNs, even though they're not N's. They never were. But anyway, I'm not here to debate that tonight. I think there's one brother or two brothers that done found themselves in a situation. Dude, at the end of the day, it's over a girl. She loved him, yes. How do I mark that down for true? For about 15 minutes, she went against her daughter. She doubted her daughter and kind of rode on Nesto's side. That's one. Two, y'all let me know if I'm wrong. Did Nesto not say to, I think it was him talking to Dre, did he not say, shit, I made her put her brother out? But laying his ass around, ain't doing and whatnot. Shit, I made her get his ass up out of here. And she followed suit. That's love. Even if it's blind. And if that is the case, and may I continue being truthful? I'm gonna be a little bit more truthful. And peeping game, the honest truth. What, Shirley's almost 20 years older than me, which means she's about 10 years, give or take, than Nesto. And she landed him. And as far as she's concerned, even if it was just at that moment, she showed them young girls, you don't get out here and fling, baby. We marry. She married him. And the way she even asked him one time, People like, what? Was it? Is this like one of your little girlfriends? Them? Somebody jealous of you? So he had her rap. And he played that mind game probably on her. Man, there's so many mother chicks out here want me, baby. So many goddamn baby. But I chose you, baby. Baby. I chose you. Right? Right? Yeah. 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 Surely let him have a little girlfriend. Y'all don't understand. I'm just being honest. If you probably my age or less, and I'll be 54 this year. I'm 53 right now. If I'm lucky enough to make it down in the Virgo season, I'll be 4. Right? I'm from New Jersey. I became a man in Alabama. I lived in Atlanta. Well, actually Decatur. I did a little stint in Austin, Texas. I did a little bitty stint in Nashville, Tennessee. I hung out and had great thoughts of moving back to where my mother's side of the family started at, which is North Carolina. I've never been in the military. Got up and went, right? My parents died young. So I kind of like grew up kind of fast. Where most people were hanging up posters in their bedroom, I was paying my utility bill. Do you dig? Right? Old school women are really different than what you see now today. The bigger the city, the more further you are away from it. Women had a code. Now you got to understand the game doesn't change. Back then, if that man took care of them bills, it was food on the table, roof overhead. There was a little change jar she can get up in there and go down to the thrift shop or Goodwill or whatever and ruffle up the boys them some dungarees or take a nice little dress, and maybe she was an artist with her with sewing and repatch and make it look brand new. You know what I mean? In other words, what I'm saying is if he could take care of home, she didn't worry about what he was doing outside the door. Now, with that being said, I know that shit ain't heard of today. Shit not heard of. That's why it's hard to understand this. This I understand. And that woman was probably what, in her late 50s, early 60s? Help me out. Didi say, you said it right. It's Didi A. Phoenix. But you can call me Didi. I'm writing a paper about black maternal mortality rate. Shit. Oh, no. My wife did a paper on, well, one thing I want to help you out with, Didi, if you was coming through my class writing a paper about the black, I would want to know what in the world are you talking about the black wood? The black what? Didi, we that's one of the biggest mistakes we ever made in our culture. The biggest, by self-identifying and agreeing with it and ready to fight about it, about being a color when nobody else on the planet identifies as a color.
Ridiculous. That shit is untouchable.
You don't. But hey, I respect your paper though. It looked like something my wife did a paper on once, but I don't even know what she would want me to say. So I'm not going to say, but she wrote a paper that's very relevant in what I call ADOS. What you call black, I call ADOS. Right. Okay. Okay. I see you there, Nene. Uh-huh. It's not maternal, it's mothery. Mothera. Okay. Anyway, just know at the K factor. Right. I got you. Yeah. Yes, they are. Isn't that amazing too? How much technology we have today? Or what you might really want to go look at is see, are the numbers still about the same? Are they higher today than what's this year? Where we at? 2026. Are they higher today than 1826? 1926? Are they lower? Because you would think when it comes to anything in the medical field, you would think, listen, we shouldn't even have no conversation about having what we need to be healthy. Real talk. Real talk. But anyway, I'm ready to get to Sonya. And Nesto.
It's supposed to be $20,000. What are you talking about?
Uh-huh.
And you could see they did things so that it kind of wouldn't backfire on them in the hope that they don't go to trial with that CP case.
But wait a minute. Speaking of that case, let me bring this to a solid end. Either that group that be called black, I call them Americans. And if anybody want to get specific exactly who I'm talking about the people who would have fell up under the institution. So therefore, they are Americans, but they are the descendants of slavery. I almost lost my daughter and granddaughter. Shoot, my baby boy, Kaazon Jr., that boy was born at the beginning of January, but he wasn't supposed to come until like March the 27th. March the 27th was his due date. And that boy was born shortly right after Nesto's birthday. And Nesto's birthday, as you already know, is what? January the 9th. Uh-huh. And you know what? The boy never had, the only thing they gave him for a little while till his mom got everything together was a feeding tube. I was shocked. And I'm glad that baby pool, I lost, wait a minute, okay, you said almost. Okay, I'm glad they came on over. Nene. All right, anyway, I guess we got enough of that house cleaning there, interacting with the chat. My original question was, now that we're actually getting closer to look like some court action, and there's been some paperwork that dropped, and I could have swore I heard somebody say that Nesto had the opportunity to plead on something, and he opted not to. Something that would have kind of like, but then again, allegedly, maybe I don't know what I'm talking about. Hey, if you get a chance, y'all swing by Pam Esquire. Tell her the K Factor, well, she don't know who the hell I am, but just say, yo, the K Factor said, pull up. She runs a very nice class, and she does break it down real smoothly. Now, back to our regular scheduling program.
But at the same time, to the obvious person, why would you put dates that he possessed it while he was in jail? He was in jail. You didn't put the correct dates. Why did you omit the dates? Put the dates in the download, because y'all had somebody forensically look at everything and break it all down. Why didn't you put the actual dates? Because it's going to show the shit is old as hell.
Now hold that in your left hand. I ain't playing. Hold that in your left hand. Hold that right there in your left hand.
Come on now, you running your mouth.
Blame me for what though? Making him look bad?
Hold on.
Sorry.
And here's the thing. His case is not the only case this is happening to. I have 4 cases that right now that I know they had threw it out and they brought it back. And one of those cases that is that 4FP case with the gang thing with little baby. They bring those cases right back. You understand what I'm saying? They keep doing that. And a lot of it has to do with the cycling of the time. If they're running out of time, they have to refresh it and bring it back.
So they have, right, because of speedy trial. There's what, you know what I'm saying? And they don't want that. A lot of that and other things, other factors they don't want. And then two, like I said before, they want to hold them in jail as long as possible to get that plea.
Yeah, definitely. That is a tactic. People don't. I mean, a lot of folks. The hatred for Nesto is so high that people are not using like common sense. If it was another person, maybe.
Do y'all hate him? Let's see, is that true first? Is it fair to say, and be honest, if you grown now, if you baby, if you are a minority, and I meant just what I said, if you are a goo goo gaga, don't you get into this. I'm talking to grown folks. Do you hate Nesto? Even in the Bible, it says something to the effect, for Jacob I love, but Esau I hated. Do y'all hate Nesto? Sylvia said, y'all got hate. I don't hate the man. Strong dislike, okay. I'm looking for somebody that's man or woman enough and be able to go to sleep tonight because they laid out with truth. I'm not here I'm not your rabbi, priest, reverend, pastor, bishop, preacher. I'm not here for that. Okay, I got another. I don't hate Nesto. I dislike his harmful and despicable behavior. Okay. That's fair enough.
They'll start thinking another way, but because they can't stand this dude so bad that they want the worst.
Thanks to the bloggers that was out there saying things, keeping a negative angle going, saying he was guilty of it, saying this with no evidence other than a charge, an accusation.
Sonya, look, I'm gonna stay away from saying anything about bloggers, okay?
Yeah, you know what? I pulled up. I know why you're saying that right there. You know what? See there? See there? You didn't keep it a buck. And I'm gonna tell you, Sylvie, I said it once, I said it twice, and I stand on it. I stand on it even after you block me. I still stand on it. You made a very, very, very vital left turn when you said God put that woman in Shirley and Nesto's marriage. I got to put her in there. I got to do it. They were married. Therefore, me, hold on 1 second. Me, the K factor, I'm qualified to ask which God you talking about. Because it cannot whatsoever under the sun, under the moon, dirt under your feet, be any of the gods from the scrolls would have told you that. And one of them gods put her. Now, chose her. Come here, Sonya. Come here. Come here, come here, come here, come here, come here, come here, come here. I be God. Huh? I be God. And I hereby, well, K Factor, the Lord works in mysterious ways that even it and them have a guideline. That's going to get y'all in trouble over there, KaazonSr Truth. I'm letting you know that ahead of time. That's going to get you into trouble. But right now, Sylvie, when you said God, your God, told you that he placed Sonya up in that, I got a right to question that. And anybody else that's qualified. What qualifies you? Well, that's up to you. That's up to your knowledge base.
Okay, don't say nothing about no bloggers because
Oh, scared self.
I mean, that's where it came from. Because
Show some heart, Sonya. Show some heart, Sonya. That's where it came from, huh? They the ones put that shit out there in the atmosphere anyway, didn't they? Oh, right there.
And you could see they did things so that it kind of wouldn't backfire on them in the hope that they don't go to trial with their CP case. But at the same time, to the obvious person, why would you put dates that he possessed it while he was in jail? He was in jail. You didn't put the correct dates. Why did you omit the dates? Put the dates in the download because y'all had somebody forensically look at everything and break it all down. Why didn't you put the actual dates? Because it's going to show the shit is old as hell.
She can't help it now, Nesto. Now, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Let's run back downstairs. Y'all gonna get a little exercise tonight.
so just to say he was charged, you know, why did it get to where it was at? It was because bloggers got on and they start talking like they knew.
but also you gotta also blame you too, because you was running your mouth.
Huh? Oh, right there. Oh, right there. Oh, right there. Got them glasses fixed. Hold on. I want to get a close-up. Here for a minute. Come up here. Let me see. Which way you pointing, Sylvia? God dang, I wish I could put her over there in the way that I love the way. That's a real pistol finger right there, Sylvie. Goodness gracious almighty. I like that right there. But she on you. Oh, hell no. You pointing over here at me. Hell no. You fix that right now. Hell no. Ain't nobody finna come up on here and be like, yes, huh? Sylvia was pointing right at the K Factor. No. Now let's hit play.
Blame me for what?
Well, part of what we could blame you for is right here.
Backfire on them in the hope that they don't go to trial with their CP case. But at the same time, to the obvious person, why would you put dates that he possessed it while he was in jail? He was in jail. You didn't put the correct dates. Why did you omit the dates? Put the dates in the download because y'all had somebody forensically look at everything and break it all down. Why didn't you put the actual dates? Because it's going to show the shit is old as hell.
Now, not even Nesto could do nothing with her. Now, if he was going to hook up with somebody and they were going to, I mean, it still would have been just as wrong, but he should have hooked up with Sylvie.
Come on now, you were running your mouth.
Blame me for what though? Making him look bad?
No. Let me give you an example of what happened. There was one time they mentioned the thing about, I don't want to say it because then it's going to bring it back up. It's going to open up something. Well, you said something which they added the time, changed the date on it because of something you said online.
You think it's because of what I said, right?
K Factor working now. Huh? Let's go back. Hold on. Let's go see. Shit. That's what we do. Let's run back upstairs. I know it. I know it. Hit that like button for me. Shout out the phone calls from prison. Any questions, please put them in the chat. If you disagree, put it in the chat. If you agree, hit the like button. Let's get back to work.
But at the same time, to the obvious person, why would you put dates that he possessed it while he was in jail? He was in jail.
Wait a minute. To Sylvia's defense now. Even Nesto saying, now. Now. You was talking to I don't know why he didn't never just tell her, hey, listen, shut up. Shut the F up. You running your mouth too much. You got me running my mouth too much. I don't want to. Shut up, like I said. Shut up. He said that type of talk turn on anyway. I'd have turned that mug on like a full goddamn fire hydrant. If that was the case, then shut the. Because you talk too much. Let me see. Let me stay upstairs here.
Put the correct date. Why did you omit the date? Put the date to the download, because y'all had somebody forensically look at everything and break it all down. Why didn't you put the actual date?
Now, she thought she really had her on her counselor outfit then. Didn't she do so? Yes, she did. She is counselor right now. But then, when we come back down here, let's run back downstairs for a minute. Let's run back downstairs. I understand. I know you're tired. I know it. Me too. I've been up since 3. Let's run back downstairs. Come here.
Or you know it's because of what I said.
Oh, shit, Sylvia. Now she calling your ass out on the front line. Hey, listen. I be talking that junk about Sonya. For real. And I have said a lot. I believe the girl can actually throw some hands if she needed to. Because if they got Nesto's name coming out their mouth and they set it up, she'll pull up. And you know what? As wrong as all this bullshit is, I respect her for that. Now, Sylvia, there's a question on the table.
Because they didn't put it out there before until after they played that call, and then you said something about it, and then that's when all of a sudden, when there's new indictment come, they stretches the date to more dates. Now,
It took the time frame. Now, come back upstairs. I ain't gonna let y'all run upstairs this time.
Why would you put dates that he possessed it while he was in jail? He was in jail. You didn't put the correct date. Why did you omit the date? Put the date to the download, because y'all had somebody forensically look at everything and break it all down. Why didn't you put the actual date? Because it's going to show the shit is old as hell. I know, I should say, I am. But anyway.
I know what's going on.
Yeah, it's just, roll with it. Roll with it. It's crazy.
And I stand on it. When she was with that, roll with it. Just roll with it. Go ahead. I ain't gonna say that. Go ahead.
Now, before they had a shorter time frame, now it's a longer time frame, which they didn't have it there before. You get what I'm saying? Because
I said it over a year and a half ago.
Now stop right there, and it doesn't matter if you said it a year and a half ago, 2 years, 2.5, 3, 3.5, 4. You come into this field of study with this law and order shit that you have 35 plus 10 plus 25, and then I heard you say 8 years of law experience. That's what you said. Sylvia's right in what she just called you on.
This case right back. You understand what I'm saying? They keep doing it, and a lot of it has to do with the cycling of the time. If they're running out of time, they have to refresh it and bring it back.
because they have because of speedy trial. There's a, you know what I'm saying, and they don't want that. A lot of that and other things, other factors they don't want. And then two, like I said before, they want to hold them in jail as long as possible to get that plea.
Yeah, definitely. That is a tactic. That people don't. I mean, a lot of folks. The hate
is worse, Dee, worse, and it is some crazy work. I agree with you there.
For Nesto is so high that people are not using like common sense. If it was another person, maybe they'll start thinking another way. But because they can't stand this dude so bad that they want the worst.
Can't stand what he did. I'm telling you, out of all the action that's going on, I'm not going to say I wouldn't have doubled back if this would have made it all the way to court, if there was cameras allowed and there was, what do they call them? Something 22s put in, and you could bring your camera in, your own, whatever the setup would have been. And don't let it have been aired like they did YSL, Ahmaud Arbery's Unalivers, that other boy at the same time up there, where was he at? Minnesota. I saw that. I could tell you exactly what night that happened. That happened on August the 26th, 2020. And you know why I remember that so well? I'm going to tell you why. Other than me being a history major, you want me to tell you why? I'm going to tell you why. August 26th is my birthday. And I was about to head out. I was going to head out. And they got to setting that trash can on fire because they was up there protesting / riding. And the next thing you know, the cops came by. They gave them boys some water. It was chaotic. That's why the ICE thing didn't never shock me. Hell, I seen them do that on my birthday. Anyway, yeah. That's how I remember.
The bloggers.
I still can't remember the boy's name. God, dog. I was watching the Arbery, and my son was, but they came back not guilty for the dude, for the kid. Anybody happen to remember what that boy's name was? Up there in Minnesota, I think he killed like 2, shot 5. What was that boy's name? Oh, that's igging at me now.
That was out there saying things, keeping a negative angle going, saying he was guilty of it, saying this with no evidence other than a charge, an accusation.
Look, I'm gonna stay away from saying anything about bloggers, okay? Don't say nothing about no bloggers, because
I mean that's where it came from. Because just to say he was charged,
don't do it justice.
You know why did it get to where it was at? It was because bloggers got on and they start talking like they knew.
But also you gotta also blame you too, because you was running your mouth.
And actually take it off the bloggers. Yeah, was some of them combing your hair and his hair? Absolutely. I'm an after work blogger. I go to 10 hours. I give it some thought. I break it from that to this. I be wanting to go strictly 100% knowledge based. You hear me? Muck your brain. I do it a little bit over here, though. I slide it in from here and there. But you, Sonya, and you see Sylvia back pointing, which is really to you. You did that. I can't let you put that on no bloggers, Sonya. If them bloggers really did and had that much pull on the judiciary of Fulton County and Cobb County, okay, but that's not the case. Now, some of them bloggers that Sylvia don't want you saying, when I say I wouldn't want them on my ass. I mean that. Because they is no joke. Peel the bark from the tree. You understand?
Blame me for what?
Pam put it so beautiful this morning. And she even had to fall back on her own self in the irony of it all. Of not knowing exactly how these YouTube streets work and people that might act like they're your friend and all of that. That's why I get to slide up in here. That's why I get to slide up in here. I've studied this thing for a long time. Long time. Pam Esquire, beautiful show this morning. I do strongly advise y'all go by and check it out. She got to explaining Brady, meaning how they might have to kick something out because one thing might be specifically for Erica, but because she's covered under that, they can't bring it up. Oh, it's beautiful how she lays it out.
Come on now, you were running your mouth.
Blame me for what though?
She just told you for running your mouth. Hold on. You ain't been running your mouth. You ain't been running your mouth. Let's just do it that way. I tell you what I want to do first. First thing first. I want to hold right there, Sylvia. Don't let Sonya move. Put handcuffs on her. Read her right. You have the right to remain silent, Sonya. Anything you say or do will and can be held against you in a court of law. Since you have 35-year law experience, you can cover your own self. If you decide that you not or do not have 35 years other than watching Law and Order on TV, and you figure that this is the real deal, if you cannot afford one, we will, on behalf of the state, we will provide you with some type of counsel. Now let's get into it. But before we do that, I need to run over to Nesto's crib for just a minute. I need Nesto. Now wait a second. Just wait a second. No. K Factor, we want to stick. We coming right back. I told you to put your tennis shoes on. Now hold on one second. You need to run upstairs for just a minute. Let K Factor fix this up a little bit right in front of you. There we go. Okay, now let K Factor. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna see if Nesto can explain a little bit about what the hell is going on. Then we'll go from there.
What is the motion about the case? You saying it's in a motion?
Let me explain to you what a resort is in Georgia. All right. Let me say let's say what are RICO charges in Georgia. RICO means racketeering, influence, and corrupt organization. You don't have an organization, so I don't even know where they get that from. Because you can have just like she got 20 charges. You got 20 charges or whatever the case may be. All right, let me tell her to call it that. Okay, so the RICO under Georgia RICO, the crime. Okay, it is a crime for any person through a pattern of racketeering activity to acquire or maintain.
Okay, what is the motion about the case? You saying it's in a motion?
Let me explain to you what a resort is and
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. Explain this to me. Let's see how she does.
Georgia. All right. Let me say what.
When my man get to laughing like that, my man, that is the laugh of, oh my goodness. I really, 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 really done got myself tickled.
Let's say, what are RICO charges in Georgia? RICO means racketeering, influence, and corrupt organization.
All right. I had this marked down. I don't know where my justice is at tonight. Dr. Clark, you in the bushes? Does his case meet what Sonya just read off? She surely didn't get it out of her head now. She Googled that shit quick.
You don't have an organization, so I don't even know where they get that from, because you can have an influence. RICO means racketeering.
Racketeering. Okay. And then by law, you have to define that.
And influence.
Influence. I can't believe they have that up in there. Okay, you have not hate, dislike. You know, that's so sweet of y'all. I ain't the deepest religious brother at all. I understand more about karma. I live by what goes up must come down. And also what goes around comes around. Well, let me ask you while I'm here, which one of those is more true? What goes up must come down, or what goes around comes around? Which one is more true? Influence. I ain't got off message.
And corrupt organization.
Corrupt organization. Right there. Did he have that? Are there people on the indictment that are not named? Dang, I need somebody to specialize. Dang. 2159. No. I fight. Does he have a crew? Where is that part coming in? I mean, the boys don't sound like he had that big of a circle, or he is right. First, on Monday, when he was doing good, everybody was there, kind of like what Dre was saying. He had new friends. And then with poof, he got knocked upside his noggin. He left with, or was left with, Lamont, Dre, Dion, Shirley, Darryl, the praying sister out there somewhere in the Midwest. The two other females that got the number or whatever they did through Dion, and you know Dion did that. Remember Dion? When I say he shook Sonya ass, I'm gonna play that call one day. I'm gonna check that. I'm gonna have to do that shit like on close to an off day, just in case I kick this damn table over and shit. I could spend the next day trying to fix it all back up and, you know, replace my screen if necessary. I wouldn't dare, but I'm just saying. When that cornball ass got up on that phone, all because Sonya was on the phone, and Dion like, yo, talk to him. You know what I'm saying? He gonna, yo, what you need? What you need? What you want? I ain't like that shit. Ooh. Like that. Yeah. Hey, what's up? What you want? What you want? Anyway, here's my Dr. Clark. A RICO can involve a single, really? Oh shit, let me sit up and get for real now. A RICO can involve a single person if they have multiple predicate acts. Predicate means prior offensive. But dang, that kind of leaves me with a question that Sonya asked then. I appreciate that, Dr. Clark. Now let's see, can I match it up here? Let's see here.
You don't have an organization. So
Sonya said he don't. Okay, hey, Sonya. Dr. Clark said it could be a single person. I'm taking away 5 years. You left with 30 right now. Years of law experience. I just took 5 like that. I should take 5 more.
I don't even know where they get that from. Because you can have.
Okay, you just lost that other 5. You don't know shit. You don't know where they got nothing from.
You can have, just like she got 20 charges.
Okay, now. You talking about another lawyer. That's another lawyer right there. You understand? That's Erica right there. That's Eve, Queen of the South. Go ahead.
You got 20 charges or whatever the case may be. All right, let me tell her call it that. Okay. So the RICO, under Georgia RICO, the crime, okay, it is a crime for any person through a pattern of racketeering activity to acquire or maintain any interest or control of any type of property or business.
All right, hold on. Let me go back and look and see what Dr. Clark wrote. RICO can involve a single person if they have multiple predicate acts. Predicate means prior offenses. Okay, now let me go back to what Sonya said.
So
the
RICO, under Georgia RICO, the crime, okay, it is a crime for any person through a pattern of racketeering activity to acquire or maintain any interest or control of any type of property or business. That's the RICO Act in Georgia.
Okay, well, why did they hit Doug done with that? Didn't they hit them with a RICO?
Now, yes, they did. And Thug went out. I'm trying to be nice. WAF. I'm talking about weak ass. Still was fixing to march that boy out that doggone courtroom. A winner. Where's my guns? Give me back my stuff. Hey, I'm headed to swing my car around. You understand? Yeah, Dr. Clark. I wonder why she left that part off. Because yes, it seems that way. I don't know nothing, but it sure seems that way. Yeah, they hit Thug with a RICO, Nesto. Where'd Nesto go? Oh, there you go. Yes, they did. And that means what to you? What is that going to do for you? Oh, shit.
So they're trying to say it's an organization, a criminal organization where he's the gang leader and he was ordering hits and he was ordering drug sales and he was ordering all of this and he had multiple co-defendants. He had like 20 co-defendants under his indictment. That's why I'm trying to figure out how they trying to throw a RICO on you when you only got one case with a co-defendant.
You should have called, hey. While you being ugly and snarty, you should have asked for Dr. Clark. Pam Esquire. You should have asked somebody. You're playing with this man's life, counselor.
Which, if you listen to, like I say, the text messages and phone calls, she told you she was an attorney. So that's on her lying to you. You didn't know. And then all your other cases, like I said, all other low fit cases, They vary. It doesn't even make sense. It's not like you're sitting out there ordering people to commit crimes. You're not the leader of nothing. You know what I'm saying, on any of their charges. It doesn't make sense. But, you know, that's what they reached for, because they did that same shit with Donald Trump. When his shit wasn't a crime organization, they were fucking government employees. Everybody on that shit was government employees at the time. So that don't even make sense how they did that shit. But again, so.
Okay, no, hold right there. No, so nothing. All right, now back down here. We need to go back downstairs real quick.
Making him look bad?
Let me give you an example of what happened. There was one time they mentioned the thing about, I don't want to say it because then it's going to bring it back up. It's going to open up something. Well, you said something which they added the time, changed the date on it because of something you said online.
Take your time, Sylvie. Take your time. She already finna suck some oxygen up out the air. Okay, take your time, Sylvie.
You think it's because of what I said, right?
Yeah. And I'm sure the chat says the same thing.
Or you know it's because of what I said.
Well, now we just played it. Even poor Nesto was trying to get you to shut the hell up, but he weak as hell, so he don't even. I don't know. I don't get it with that.
Because they didn't put it out there.
And I mean, I don't get it. I don't care how many people done tried to make the argument with me of he thought Sonya had money. He thought Sonya really was into law. Maybe Sonya did work as a paralegal. Maybe she was a parking ticket girl. I don't know. I know this much. After about a 2-3 minute conversation, I would have knew quickly. Probably faster than that. I probably would have asked her about, like, what is your thought on jurisprudence? And once she'd have said, huh? And then I would have been like, okay, the bar that people pass to become a lawyer, right? The word bar, it's not a word, it's an acronym. What does it stand for? I asked her something like that. Meanwhile, she's
before until after they played that call, and then you said something about it, and then that's when all of a sudden, when there's new indictment come, they stretches the date to more dates. Now, before they had a shorter time frame, now it's a longer time frame, which they didn't have it there before. You get what I'm saying? Because
I said it over a year and a half ago.
Yeah, but you did say it, and that gave them more.
I said it because me and him talked about it over the phone. It's on the phone calls.
You know,
because me and him talked about it. How you think I know?
Hold on. That shit there was pissing me off. It pisses. And I already know before somebody even jump in the chat, K-Factor is better to be pissed off than pissed on. Yes. But why is her answer response to these very, very important tight questions is the phone calls are on YouTube. The DA gets the calls. The DA has the calls. And I'm talking about, God almighty, no. And that's what makes me so mad with Sylvia. Like, you calling me a gnat and a damn buzzard. You old. Anyway. The Griffin shoe polish has Sonya's hair shine. It's 69 degrees here on the Gulf Coast on a clear night. Pensacola, Florida is where I'm at. You did. I'm just going to say that right now. What was I fit to do? I am not fooling with Dr. Clark. That's why I put that chat thing. That's why I tried to put it over there. Because I can't.
Oh, How do you think I know?
I know what I'm gonna start doing. I was just start doing pre-shows. So I'll just. No, I'm joking. I don't like those.
I know, but I'm saying if y'all didn't have that conversation,
Exactly. Him and I talked about it. Everything that I say, and I told you this, everything that I say, I only know from talking to him, meaning it was going to get out whether I repeated it again.
So are you saying, Ms. Durham, that you never found out anything about any of these cases or situations while you was out in his, in his freedom was taken and you was being his leg person? Are you saying that you never found out any additional information other than what he physically told you out his mouth or verbally? Is that correct, ma'am?
Here or
Somebody would have probably objected and they would have been like, he needs to break those questions down.
somewhere else, because I only know because he spoke to me about it.
okay.
I didn't know anything about anything before he went to jail. I didn't know anything about them people.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
So, and two, in order for me to help him bring light to his situation when he was asking me to help him do certain things, again, it came out because me and him are on the phone or via texting each other.
Right.
We didn't have a problem with a lot of stuff because he knew he was innocent.
Okay, now hold right there. Hold right there. Let's test that.
You don't. I'll text that to you. Right, text that to you. But yeah.
Okay, yeah, you gotta stay on that. Yeah, that's gonna give you what you need. Okay.
You don't. I'll text that to you. Right, text that to you. But yeah.
Okay, yeah, you gotta stay on that. Yeah, that's gonna give you what you need. Okay.
You don't. I'll text that to you. Right, text that to you. But yeah.
Okay, yeah, you gotta stay on that. Yeah.
Hold on one second.
That's gonna give you what you
Hold
need.
on one
You
second.
don't. I'll text that to you. Right, text that to you. But yeah.
Hold on one second.
Okay, yeah, you gotta stay on that.
Take care of that real quick. Got a little cross up here.
You don't. I'll text that to you. Right, text that to you. But yeah.
Okay, yeah, you gotta stay on that. Yeah, that's gonna give you what you need. Yeah, stay focused on that.
Exactly.
That other
That's
stuff
like
ain't. You can sit back and eat your popcorn later on and laugh at that, like TV show later. But right now you gotta put some work in. Yeah.
that's what I'm about to do.
That's all. That's the best thing I can tell you. That is the best thing. Ain't no best, but that is the best thing. Yeah. So,
Right.
yeah.
Stay focused. Gotta stay focused.
Exactly. That's what I want you to do. Get off balance. Yeah. Stay focused. And everything gonna be just fine.
All right. So then after he told you to stay focused, hold on.
We talked about it. Everything that I say, and I told you this, everything that I say, I only know from talking to him, meaning it was going to get out whether I repeated it again here or somewhere else, because I only know because he spoke to me about it.
Okay.
I didn't know anything about anything before he went to jail. I didn't know anything about them people.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
So, and two, in order for me to help him bring light to his situation when he was asking me to help him do certain things, again, it came out because me and him are on the phone or via texting each other.
Now, I will say that for some reason.
Shit, I done been through.
Hold on one second. I want to let my fam them catch up with this too. I'm gonna read that in 1 second, Dee. Give me 1 second. Hold on 1 second. Hold that right there. Oh, that right there. Oh, right, Lord, right, like that. Let me tighten this up for the fam. Oh, beautiful. Uh-huh. Yes, they do. All right, let's go.
Mm-hmm.
For a joke, this shit is not a joke. Not at all.
Well, people don't ever try to, people don't see past their life. They always just, they want to, say certain things and act a certain way and understand it.
And
This is
nobody
like a death. When a person
ain't
go to jail,
nobody.
that's like a death.
Yes, it is. And I know
It's like a
nobody.
fucking death.
24 hours. It makes 24 hours. 28 hours. 28 hours now. 28 hours, and nobody got on that goddamn social media and said they were sorry to any of the family members. You, Shirley, nobody. Nobody said they were sorry. Nobody said they were sorry to you for standing up for me. Nobody ain't said.
Well, no, I'm still delusional. Look, I'm still delusional, what they say. I'm still delusional.
How can you be
Some people don't.
Why y'all didn't never tell Sonya y'all was sorry? Do you hear that in Nesto's voice?
social media and said they were sorry to any of the family. 24 hours. It makes 24 hours. 28 hours. 28 hours now. 28 hours, and nobody got on that goddamn social media and said they were sorry to any of the family members. You, Shirley, nobody. Nobody said they were sorry. Nobody said they were sorry to you for standing up for me. Nobody ain't said.
Well, no, I'm still delusional. Look,
Dee Dee said Nesto is guilty of everything he is being accused of. His own family doesn't deal with him because they know the type of person he really is. Nesto is going to spend the rest of his natural born life, I added that part, in prison. I don't think so, Dee Dee. I think some things are going to drop off. I think some of them smaller things, if they see, I don't want to say nothing because shoot, I'm a blogger. I'm a little bitty blogger, but yet I see my shit out there in the algorithm. So let me figure out a way that I can say this. I think there are going to be some charges that's going to drop off. That's one. Number two, Sonya made a point on a call where, let me just repeat what she said. And they're going to have to come in and they're going to have to get up on that stand, raise their right hand, and promise to tell the truth and nothing but the truth. So help them God. And they going to have to get up there and tell all they business. They're going to put all their business out there. My fear is if that comes to it, there may be, no matter what I feel, no matter what anybody else that's covered, people in the chat, don't matter. There may come a point to where somebody wants to disengage. Nene said he never talked about his family. He did talk about his childhood once. Yeah, he mentioned his father. I think they got to him with it when his father passed while he was locked up. I think it also upset him on whatever was left. They kind of went through it. Yeah, so he not much though. Not much, Nene. I'll give you that much. Not much. But hold on one second, Nesto. Tell them one more time now.
28 hours, and nobody got on that goddamn social media and said they were sorry to any of the family members.
Y'all didn't say y'all were sorry to any of the family members? Who else, Nesto?
You, Shirley, nobody.
Oh, the boy makes my blood boil. The fact that he put Sonya still before Shirley. You know, I'm not even gonna get into no long rant on that, but I just do not understand. I'm not smart enough to grasp at what moment did he think or come to the conclusion he was going to be better off in the hands of Sonya than Shirley. I'll never get that one. He got me on. It is hard to get the K now, but he got the K on that one.
Nobody said they were sorry. Nobody said they were sorry to you for standing up for me.
Why y'all didn't never tell him? I'm sorry, you was standing up for that man when nobody else wasn't.
Nobody ain't said.
Well, no, I'm still delusional.
Is she delusional? Y'all could come back later on in the replay and put it in the chat. Is she? She bad about saying things about herself.
But I'm still delusional, what they say. I'm still delusional.
Baby.
How can you be
Some people though, you gotta
Nesto. Oh shit. I didn't even hear that part earlier. Nesto is trying to ask her now. Wait a minute. Hold on. Hold up 1 sec. Tap this back right here. Bear with me.
you be
some people though, you gotta
He is.
how can you be
some people though,
Oh, shut up, Sonya. Damn. Damn. Ooh. Oh my goodness.
how can you be
some people though, you got a handful of people that you know, of course, that were like on the fence.
shit I'd have been through?
Edie, you might be on to something there. Sonya is Nesto's karma. And she is very delusional.
You know, motherfucker
Mm-hmm.
Hold on.
for a joke.
Still delusional.
How can you be
Some people though, you got a handful of people.
God dang, man. Anyway, back downstairs real quick.
We didn't have a problem with a lot of stuff because he knew he was innocent. So
And the other thing too, I want to say, in the discovery, because I was looking at the docket, right? And some of the discovery stuff is stuff that you gave them when they subpoenaed you. Remember when they subpoenaed you?
right,
Stuff.
you're right. They got the timeline because it was in my stuff, and they got the what was it? The information regarding when they kept saying in court, they kept trying to say everybody he death threatened, everybody. So everybody's criminal record in her family and just a lot of stuff that I had on everybody. Because like I say, every time they bring up something, I will go and research it, and research this. Anytime they came up with something, I would, okay, well, let me go and research this. And you know what I'm saying? So,
because even the thing that you pulled and you gave it to them, it was part of the discovery. I saw it in the discovery in there. I saw it. Even the power of attorney was in the discovery. They put that in there. I saw that.
Which didn't have nothing to do with anything because that was after the fact, and that was just to get bank records.
Yeah.
His own bank records, which he's allowed to get. It's his bank records. So I think it was just.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, I see that it was lower. Yeah, but that's still fucking ridiculous. That shit is untouchable.
Yeah,
It's just supposed to be $20,000. What are you talking about? And you could see they did things so that it kind of wouldn't backfire on them in the hope that they don't go to trial with that CP case. But at the same time, to the obvious person, why would you put dates that he possessed it while he was in jail? He was in jail. You didn't put the correct dates. Why did you omit the dates? Put the dates in the download because y'all had somebody forensically look at everything and break it all down. Why didn't you put the actual dates? Because it's going to show the shit is old as hell. I know, I should say, I am. But anyway.
Yeah. I just want to make sure I put that back on the record.
A lot of his case, because it's to me and how I look at it, I feel like it's a bunch of, if you look at all the charges and how it's like
She's struggling to get it out, isn't she? Bank records with zero balance.
Overreach, an overcharge, a petty charge, a twisted scenario charge, you know, and they keep trying. And they only came with this because that Fourth Amendment is on the line. They only charged them because they were told to charge with the R years ago. And it wasn't nothing to investigate because there was no evidence, no kit, nobody knew, and it was her word against his word. So that right there could have been charged in that moment. It didn't need 2 years, 3 years to be charged. But they use it as weight. Soon as that Fourth Amendment came and they were losing the arguments of the Fourth Amendment, they hit him with the R charge because now, look, Judge, he's a big threat. He's a this. No, don't drop him. Don't free this man because he's an R, you know? Now it's a serious case because all those other little cases was nothing compared to this. Now he's a threat, you know? Now let's combine it because now we got an appeal coming on that, right? So now let's add this CP charge because now look, he's this too. You know, it's just, there was no reason for them. They did violate that Fourth Amendment. There was no reason for them to have lost that argument because they did win it in court and under my, I don't know if you were there, right? You were there with me, right?
Yeah, we said next.
They won that argument because it wasn't a traffic stop. He was 100 feet away from the vehicle. It was on private property, and it was no reason for them to touch it.
I would have been 100% right about now rocking with Sonya on that. Now, that part, what she just described out, that was true. That man was not in that truck. It was not a traffic stop. I just knew. Oh, God dang, I wish I'd have made a note on the particular day because I'm going to share something with you. I just knew the blogger world, including myself, that shit was fixing to come to an abrupt end because I just knew they were going to come back and call it an illegal search. Therefore, everything of the poisonous tree would have went out the window. Hey, MZ, that's the truth. Until I heard Nesto with my own ears on body cam, giving them permission. And I mean some old whacked out, go ahead. Yeah, go ahead up in there. And you need to go up in there anyway. I need to get my wife's number. I need to get my lawyer's number and whatnot. I need to call some people. Go ahead. Man, when I heard that voice, I don't know how the hell I missed that. There's no way in the world. I cannot believe sitting right here in front of y'all right now, tonight, that there is a record. But I'm going to be honest with y'all. Even y'all in the chat. What we say or do on these instruments is an open record. There's a record of it. Somewhere, even if you delete it, is a record out there of it. I'm on record out there selling out on that illegal, or what I thought was an illegal search. Until I heard Nesto say it out his own mouth for them to go ahead in the car. Sonya didn't mention that.
You know?
I do know he told him to go in there. You didn't mention that, Sonya.
The argument's still not over because now it was an appeal now. And
then to bring up something you discovered 3 years later to say, oh, but wait, we found out in 2025 that it's stolen because it wasn't purchased correctly. Again, what did that have to do with that date, 22? It wasn't reported stolen when he got, arrested. It didn't come up stolen.
That's true. That's true.
So it's just
That is true. If it would have been on the public roadway, which it was not, if they would have pulled them over, which they did not, but damn, Erica, you ain't never, Erica, you didn't never take Nesto through the basics. Come here for a minute. Come here. Both of them. Come here for a minute. Come here. Erica, Queen of the South. You didn't never tell Nesto rule number 1. You do not talk to the police. When you get out your vehicle, you lock your door. You told them folks they can go up in your shit. And they did. And now, as Dion say, they are, with the help of they're gonna baptize your butt. There was something in the chat I want to go back up to. What about probable cause? You mean probable cause, Diddy? They didn't have any probable cause. Like Sonya just said, it was not reported stolen. There was not no APB out for him. Some of those claims that he's making, although at the rate that he's going with these public defenders, what's up, we got? You're not late. You right on. Well, yeah, kind of. We got. Cause I'm finna slide. That's okay. There you go. There you go. And I'll be looking forward to your feedback. The beginning part of the video, I went off on a rant. I was hanging out with Dee. Me and Nene. Nene, you got to ride with me on that one. Me and Nene and Nene was riding out with Dee. And I went off on one of my Kaazon the Truth. And I appreciate those of y'all that have went over there to subscribe. Trust me, I'm not going to let it be a waste. It's not going to be a waste. Not at all. Watch. MZ said, don't blame Erica. She told him the basic, but he doesn't listen. Just like he doesn't listen when he was on the phone blabbing all of his business, even after the lawyer told him, stay his ass off them phone. MZ, how did I do? I know you rocking with me. I know you rocking with me on that, MZ. I know it.
just a matter of.
And that's true. He don't listen. I'm going to tell you something else, too. Hold on, Sonya. I'm going to hate. But hold on one second. I mean, because, shoot, check this out. Listen at
I
this.
know it's a lot, and you sitting in there and make it worse, and it's nonstop. You can't think about shit else. Your life is completely fucked right now. I get that.
Yeah.
I'll take that up, Dee. Is it because of... Hold on. Let me do this real quick.
It's fucked, but not let it beat you.
So you see what they're saying they dropped it. Is that what you're saying? Or you can't see it?
I don't see page 2. That's what I'm trying to say. I don't see page 2. You got to read it to me.
Okay, I'll read it.
And then you got to read it to me so I can see it, because I can't see page 2. I can only see page 1 unless I go down there. I need to go down there tomorrow anyway and try to get your transcripts and stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Well, I guess that'll hit the media soon then.
No, that won't. That won't. I mean, that's they're not really doing it. You know, only one girl is really online checking for it.
Okay. All right. All right, just one. I'm looking for something that was in this chat, though. Somebody said something. I wanted to take that up. Let me go. Bear with me 1 second. Childhood. Edie said he going to prison. Oh, there it is. By Dr. Clark. Dr. Clark, earlier you said even Sylvia knows he is not innocent. Uh. Ah. Okay, I bet you this, Dr. Clark. I'm willing between you and I'm willing to bet that she doesn't think he's innocent on anything dealing with the fraudulent issues. But on anything else dealing with the hanky panky, I think Sylvia believes he's innocent on that. What you think? What you think about that, Dr. Clark? And I also want to introduce her record now before you make your final decision on that. I want to put Sylvie's record on there. I gotta do it. I look deep down in her eyes on here. I listen to her voice. I'm talking about the type of voice where she's about to say something and she know that there's people out here get on her ass, but she was gonna say it anyway. That's just how down of a chick she is. I'm willing to bet you under the K Factor court, Sylvie don't think he's guilty of those hanky panky charges. Not one of them. And you already know what Sonya feel like, especially that 19-year-old. That 19-year-old keeps that girl up late at night. I'm talking about, ooh, I wish I knew the age of everybody. I'm talking about right after that breakup or that one you thought you loved, and then you picture in your head what they might be saying or doing to the new one. Man, you're ramshack that damn bedroom. You hear me? Ramshack it. Ramshack that bad boy. Sylvie don't think he's guilty of those hanky panky charges, Dr. Clark. Any of those the credit card taking and spending and all that carrying on, and I'm gonna fix your credit and all that. Yeah. I could see her. I could see her like, even I mean shit, he done all but I mean hell he did say some of them he rock with. And he to go further, I mean, I'm like Sonya now, he said it out of his mouth. To go even a little bit further, nah, I better leave that. I better probably leave that alone. She don't think he guilty of them hanky panky charges. That's what I'm gonna say on that. She do not.
It's like I can't think of how I can compare this, but
Try.
it just when you're losing and they got it in the back closet because they it's a time frame on everything that has to go to court. And I just feel like they threw that out there because again, with the CP charges, they should have indicted it back in 23 when it first came out. And okay, well, let's indict them. If this is what you saw and this is what it is, let's go. Indict right here, right now. Same thing with our case. If this is what it is, why are we waiting it? Why is it taking 4 years for this to go to court?
So true. So true.
And actual guilt is an actual guilt. Why are you playing these games with all this other stuff? And why are you recycling and setting back the time? And it's just.
You the one. Oh my goodness. I'm not playing it no more. I went the hell off on it the other night. with your little man. Well, I'll be about to call this girl out her name, but she makes me sick sometimes. Like, I wish you'd just take the mask off and just say, like, no, for real, for real, for real. I got myself in a jam, and the only way I was going to get myself out the jam is if I get Nesto to talk. Sylvia, you come on and rock with me. I trust you around him. As far as I'm concerned, you're ugly and I'm pretty. And he would never take you over me. So I trust you to go down there and talk to him. Didn't Sylvia say she went down there yesterday to visit him? She did? Yeah, she did.
It's not straight. It's a game. That's all. It's a game. And they play games with people's freedom. And like I said, you covered the YSL, but I watched it for another reason, to really study the court system and how her office moved, to see what is he up against.
You got 35 plus 10 plus 8 plus 25. Okay, maybe okay, Sonya, I'll take that up off you. I'm gonna take that off you. Maybe I keep up with Georgia law. There's a few cases that have came out of Georgia, Ahmaud Arbery being one. I've already mentioned that. I think that was the first charge conference I ever seen. I did not know they do that. I know it now. Charge conference, we'll go over that. We'll actually play one. We'll play one over on KaazonSr Truth. Cannot wait till we get enough over there to go live. Man, that's going to be so fun. And yes, I've definitely got a few videos, a few phone calls of some subject matter that Nesto and Sonya was on that I can't really cover here because of the deepness that I'm gonna god doggone. I'm talking about I'm gonna put on my scuba gear and we gonna dive deep into that thing right there. Anyway, I think I'm gonna leave this right here for the evening. As usual, I done went over. I said I'm gonna stop at 8:30. No, I'm gonna go to 9. No, I'll go to 9:15. Then I felt bad because I did go on a rant at the beginning that was a little bit off subject. I can't apologize. I can't because there's some good stuff in there and I stand on it. And I mean what I always say. People are not, I repeat, people are not colored. All I got to say. Anyway, look, it's time for me to get ready to giddy up. This has been another K Factor production. We had to dive back into a sit down that these two had so that we could clear up about them dates. And I needed Sylvia help because the same thing I got on Sonya ass about day before yesterday, Sylvia also got on her ass. She pointed at her. Did she not? Yeah, she pointed at her to let her know. She did that. However, always, Dr. Clark, I'm still waiting on that bet now. Start your membership? How in the world would I do? Let's talk. It's so many things that it's like when Dr. Clark asked me one night about Zelle. Do you know I thought Dr. Clark was talking about some Gazelle glasses? I mean, yeah, good night, Dr. Clark, but what about our bet? Remember I read it? You said you believe, Sylvia believes he is not innocent, and I'm willing to bet that she think he is innocent on them hanky-panky charges. I'm willing to concede to the fact that she may feel like he's guilty of the fraudulent credit repair. Let me get your credit card. Sonya has made some strong arguments on one or two of them transactions now. I got to keep it 100 now, no matter what I personally may feel about her. If it went like how Sonya said it went with one of them women, I don't know. Membership, only you can have it private. Oh, I don't have to charge nobody nothing, do I? That's the last question I have on that. Let's talk. If I do a members, if I start your membership, if I start my membership, I don't have to charge nobody, do I? I work 10 hours a day. If this thing naturally just blossom, I'm bringing y'all with me. But all right then, fair enough. Anyway, get back with me on that. Let's talk. All I want to know is if I start that membership, that does not mean I have to charge people, because I don't want to do that. Not now, anyway. There is someday I wouldn't mind having me a Patreon. And then I need to read the rules of how far I can go the hell off. Y'all might see me throw this whole table through this window, especially when Sonya doing that baby talk. Real shit. Anyway, I have reached my time. Always, any questions or concerns, you can reach me at Kaazon@gmail.com. If you want to promote this channel, really? I appreciate you did answer my question. I'll take a peekaboo at that. I mean, shoot, if people want to come over there, and I can raise like some hell over there. Can I raise some hell? Let's talk. You don't have to answer that. You don't have to answer that tonight. I do want to know though. I'm going to have to look into that. Because there do be some things I be wanting to just blah, 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 out my mouth. But I don't want to mess it up for myself and then y'all can't come hang out with me. You know what I mean? Anyway, to support this channel, $ KaazonSr. That's KAAZON, capital S as in Sam, and Aura as in railroad. We're ending the night with 68 degrees on a clear night here on the Gulf Coast in Pensacola, Florida, where we reside. You know, we don't do no show on Tuesday night. Oh, by the way, let me give y'all this. I'm running a very, very tight week this week. I'm running a regular week. We'll hang out Thursday. So it should go like this. No show tomorrow. I don't do shows on Tuesday. That'll give me enough time to mow my yard and do some things. Wednesday, we'll tap in, kind of like we tapped in tonight. Maybe finish this on out. Maybe not. I don't know. We'll see where we go from there. Thursday night, oh, goodness gracious. You already know. We can easily do 3 or 4 hours. I ain't going to lie. Keep your ears open. Anything come up and you feel like I need to know, roger that. Okay, bet that up then. Let's talk. I'm going to really check into that then. Anything come up y'all think I need to know, any certain calls. I sent the request out, the phone calls from prison. I talked to her in a chat. I don't think she could make out exactly what I was asking, but she did ask me to email her. I let her know that you guys had given me the understanding that is phone calls from prison, Shay and hubby. And I told her I asked her, I ain't tell her nothing. I asked her if I can some kind of way get into September. Damn, man, I should have never looked up at September the 21st. I want September the 19th, 2023. It's some work up in there. Thursday, the date of the earnings next quarter. This Thursday? Really? All sweat. Hey, listen, I tell you what then. Tell you what. No show on Tuesday. Wednesday, we'll meet back up here. Yes, we're going to discuss okay, cool. All right, well, I'll make sure I try to tune in any way possible. You do the same. If I miss something, I know MZ, Mo will probably slide through here. Hey, listen, y'all email me if something really, really come up that I might need for Wednesday night. Thursday night, we'll hang out, and then I'm out of here. I got to leave the Gulf Coast for a minute. I got to run north for just a minute, hot minute. Try to come back here on Sunday and meet up with you guys to set up for Monday. That's my plan anyway. Other than that, if that don't work, I will communicate with you through the YouTube posts. I appreciate y'all hanging out with me tonight. I did not get as far as I was hoping to, but part of that's my fault. So you know me. I'll have to make that up with you guys. And that I will do. Y'all have a safe evening. Tuck yourself in. Stay cool. Stay warm. Choose one. Pick one.
Beat money.
And this thing is starting to pick up some speed. I want to put up a poll. Darn, I wish I had enough time tonight. I'm fixing to take me a nap. I want to fix me up a poll. I want the poll to ask only on the hanky-panky charges if he's going to take any pleas or is he taking all of that to the box like he said. Because that's what I think he's going to do. That's what I think. I think he's going to plea. I don't know, though. If it's the RICO, they got to hit. Is it on the RICO? Don't you got to hit all your points? Damn, the YSL got so crazy near the end. I can't remember if that's part of the rule in a RICO, where you have to prove everything that makes up the RICO. If you miss one thing, then it's out the window. I'll give that some thought too. Matter of fact, I'll see if I can answer that for myself. Nevertheless, that's it. Appreciate you guys hanging out. Sometimes it'd be hard to let y'all go, but I have to go. Peace.
Beat money.
Let's start
Beat money.
Hi, Sonya. How are you? Hey, Sonya.
I'm trying to. Oh, here, old book. I was trying to raise it so it won't be so damn low.
My throat is itching. Lord have mercy.
Allergy season or what? No, it's supposed to snow.
I heard it's supposed to snow.
It's supposed to be a snowstorm. I came back too goddamn early.
I know you came back too early.
Right?
Somebody say a favorite celebrity. Sonya is so pretty. Oh, you got some fans. They miss you, Sonya. You are the entertainment.
Beat
Because
money.
we never get it together, so.
I know. Y'all should get used to us by now. When we was coming on Fridays, we would never get it on.
Technical difficulty, Sister Wise.
The wise.
That's what they was calling us.
Look, I thought we gave up that title a long time ago. Oh my Lord. Not that Sister Wise.
Technical difficulty, Sister Wise. Oh, I'm trying to think what I got in here. I just unpacked the truck today. Yeah.
Jalen said she loves us both.
Thank you, Laurel.
All right.
I don't.
So while we're here, one of my people, I don't know if they're my subscriber or they're my peeps or whatever.
Your cousin.
My cousin, they had made a comment in the chat. Okay, you already know, which you already said. You said to me that Nesto, they're probably gonna bring back that whole CP thing. Remember you had said
Yeah,
that? You had said that to me, and well, lo and behold, what you said has came to pass. They well, I don't know if they indicted that one before, but what they did, they put the two together now. They put the CP and the SA together. Because remember, the SA, they already indicted that one, right? They indicted the SA, and then now the CP, which they threw out before, and now they
threw out twice.
Yeah, and then now they brought it back. So now it says one case for 2020.
What y'all think about that bring back?
They're indicted for 2026. Okay. But everybody's thinking that these are new charges. Guys, these are not new charges. They're the same stuff. It's just a different
recycled.
Yeah, recycled stuff. So
yeah, they're recycled charges.
Beat money.
So that is what's happening. So one person had said to me, so what do you and Sonya think about him getting these new charges? And I try to explain to the person, these are not new charges, because I read this like back in 2023 when I was first, bringing up the information about the case, because I had all of the charges and the warrants and